Greetings from Humboldt County, located 300 miles north of San Francisco, with a population of 134,800 people, thinly scattered over 3,500 miles. The largest cities: Eureka, population 26,050, Arcata, population 17,201, and smaller towns are surrounded by majestic redwoods, isolated beaches, and the Coast Range.
Hello, my name is Olivia Kernan, and I coordinate the Humboldt County Office of Education's Steelhead in the Classroom program. Our team is excited to share information about the program, our local watershed, and ecosystem with you.
Over the last 30 years, the Classroom Aquarium Education Program's Steelhead in the Classroom has provided Humboldt County K through 12th grade students a unique hands-on opportunity to study aquatic habitats, ecosystems, and salmonoid life cycles. Steelhead in the Classroom staff works with the teachers to set up and operate chilled aquariums in their classrooms, replicating the cold water ecosystem of our local Mad River watershed. Well known for its ancient redwoods and for the rivers and streams that support one of the best remaining wild salmon and steelhead runs in California. Classrooms receive eyed eggs from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife Mad River Hatchery to hatch and raise steelhead fry for 8 weeks in the spring. The experience culminates with each classroom of students attending a field trip to the Mad River Hatchery, where the fry they've raised are released into their native Mad River watershed. A full tour of the hatchery and rearing ponds is also part of the field trip.
The favorite day for me in this program is the actual release day, when the students have had the fish in their classrooms for maybe 8 to 10 weeks. They bring a field trip, a bus out of students to the hatchery, and then we conduct a field trip. And for a lot of these students, it's the first time they've ever seen the Mad River, so that's kind of special. It's the home of where the eggs were harvested in January, and we're returning them back to the same watershed.
There are so many highlights. Of course, when Jim comes and brings the eggs, the kids get super excited about that and watching them go into the tank. But I think the bigger part is knowing and watching when the eggs are going to hatch and keeping an eye out for that. And this year we were able to actually see some alevin in between the rocks, and so the kids were really excited about that. We got to talk about the yolk sac and how that feeds them until it completely absorbs into their body, and then eventually they start coming up for food. So that was a really exciting part for the kids to see them.
This program adds special significance as the steelhead trout are listed under the Endangered Species Act, and students get to learn firsthand how Andromeda's fish navigate from freshwater river systems to saltwater estuaries and eventually continue their life cycle into the ocean. Our program's mission is to improve teacher and students' understanding, appreciation, and stewardship of fishes, while creating an awareness of the needs of the aquatic environment through the use of classroom aquaria. This year, we're so excited to be partnering with the Pathmakers program to provide culturally and linguistically responsive program for Native and non-Native youth to learn more about our local ecosystem and environment.
Steelhead in the Classroom is special because there's a partnership between Humboldt County Office of Education, Blue Lake Rancheria, and our local Native community to share traditional ecological knowledge about salmon, about the rivers, about the environment around us. It's part of the healing process. It's part of sharing culture between our groups, because we're all part of the same community dedicated to protecting our watersheds, our rivers, and our fish.
Program activities provide students with the experience of learning firsthand about the value of aquatic environments, the balance that must be met to maintain and preserve Humboldt County's fisheries and aquatic habitats, and how their actions affect these valuable resources.
These types of programs open all sorts of possibilities for students and teachers alike. They help students make connections between classroom learning and real-world applications. Science, math, language, even history come alive when students are afforded the opportunity to learn in the field. Students are introduced to the many career opportunities available to them. And also, and finally, when kids interact with nature and those who work with nature, they're not only exposed to science, but they begin to see themselves as scientists.
Steelhead in the Classroom is proud to serve over 900 students annually in 40-plus classrooms. The 1,500 eggs given to the classrooms resulted in 750 fry being released and over 800 students touring the Blue Lake Fish Hatchery. The Steelhead in the Classroom program is grateful to the key individuals and organizations that collaborate with the program to contribute to its success.
Well, I think reaching out to children is important. Making sure that children in the school system are passionate about fish, passionate about salmon. We are, working with students on the East Coast, on the West Coast, and creating that passion for, salmon and for fish and for the ecosystem is important.
In the coming year, the program will continue to seek collaboration with volunteers and community organizations that align with our educational goal and the pursuit of teaching students about the scientific principles of fish and wildlife conservation and the ecosystems around them.
Thank you for your interest in the Steelhead in the Classroom program. If you'd like to learn more about the program or if you would like to collaborate with us, please let us know.